Welcome to the Caddo Convos, the podcast that explores the vibrant community of businesses thriving in Caddo Office Reimagined. We're here to shine a light on the incredible entrepreneurs and professionals who make the most of our private offices, co-working spaces, and day office rentals in the Dallas-Fort Worth suburbs. Join us as we share their stories, celebrate their successes, and dive into the benefits of working in a space that's close to home but offers so much more than working from home. Let's get started with today's conversation. So joining me today is Jeff Old of Lead Gear. How are you today, Jeff?
I'm doing great. Thank you.
Awesome. I'm so glad you could join us here at the studio and to talk about your business.
Yeah, thank you for having me. We are a B2B digital marketing agency. We've been in business since 2003.
Wow.
So it's been a while.
Yeah.
And we really just focus on building websites and doing digital marketing, a lot of inbound lead generation for our customers.
So put that in plain English for me. So I'm your general business owner who we all know we need a website. We all know we need the digital marketing stuff. What's in it for me to work with Lead Gear?
Okay. Well, we typically start with a website because that's typically kind of where most potential customers end up or existing customers end up. And so we take a look at a company's business, their industry, their products, their services, kind of how they fit in the marketplace. And then we just work with them to structure a site that is user-friendly, easy to navigate, and has got a lot of good content on there that really builds credibility for the company. And that's where we start typically is making sure they've got a good foundational piece, which is their website.
Yeah. Are you pretty much, for most businesses, are there industries that don't need websites? I think everybody needs one. That's me.
Sure. Certainly in the B2B space, everyone does need a website. And most consumer-based companies need websites. There are a few that probably could just survive on social media alone. But I would say, the majority of companies do need websites.
Yeah. If you're serving a business, that's how businesses find you.
Sure.
So walk me through the customer journey. Let's say I'm new and I just bumped into you and find out that you do what you do. Where do we start and where do we go?
Okay. So the first thing we would do is we'd look at your current site. If your site is in need of just some minor updates, then we can kind of put together a smaller project to get those things addressed. Sometimes the websites are fine, and we just need to move towards marketing.
Yeah.
And if the site's in bad shape, what a lot of times it is, or they're just older and dated, and maybe they just got a few opportunities that should be taken advantage of, and so there we would sit down and work through that with them, come up with, we always give options and different levels of service to our customers. So we'll look and offer either a full custom website design solution, could be just an update or something. We do have some more budget-friendly type options where we're kind of leveraging some pre-designed framework elements that we built on WordPress. So.
Got you. And I understand you have certain things that you're very good at. I'm looking at like local search and email marketing. What does local search mean?
Okay. So a lot of people, a lot of our customers are locally or regionally based and their client base is. And so when people go to look for products or services in that area, they typically modify that search by searching in their area on Google. And so through search engine optimization, with more of a locally targeted focus, we can structure the website and any marketing that we're doing to be very laser focused on the area that they're in. So if they do industrial supply in Dallas-Fort Worth, then that's the target market that we would focus on. Or if they're doing some kind of a service-based business in Houston, then we would pick that target market and really just make sure that the site is built and that it communicates around that. That includes Google Business Profile. We make sure that that's optimized. and that it's and then if you do serve multiple areas or a service area, we make sure that we've got some service area pages that really focus on that. So if someone's looking for, let's say, SEO services in Plano, Texas, then you would be able to to have some landing pages and some content around that, so you can rank for those searches.
So when my customers type SEO, Plano, then I would show up.
Sure. Yeah. And SEO being search engine optimization. And we do a lot of that. That's typically where we start from a marketing standpoint. Once a site's built, is we will start with SEO. It tends to be the best ROI for the investment. And it's really our goal is to get your site to rank for the keywords that are based around your products and services in the geographic region, if it's local, and be able to to drive some organic traffic, so we refer to that as organic traffic. And then you have the paid traffic, which is the sponsored ads that you see on Google, and we manage those as well.
Talk to me about as a business owner, email marketing sounds like just sending a bunch of emails out. Mm-hmm. What is it really?
Sure. So for us, we're not big proponents of spamming people. Obviously,
no one likes to get spammed.
I think we all have had our fill of that. So really, once you get someone in your pipeline, it could be an existing client. And we can segment groups. We've got several clients that have customers from different markets and different industries. And so we can segment lists out. And then as new prospects come into your world, through the website, through a trade show, through a networking event, as you get those and you add them into your list, then you're able to send drip email campaigns out, whether it be a newsletter or whether it just be kind of a nurture campaign. And really that's a really good way to, once you get those leads in, be able to continue to share information with them and kind of educate them along that journey as they're going through the sales funnel effectively for new customers. And then your existing customers, it's a great way to create a touch point with them. Sometimes your sales teams are busy and your company's busy, and you don't always have time to call every single customer on a regular basis. And we see that falls through the cracks quite a bit. So it's just a really good way to remind customers who you are. And certainly if you've got a new product or service out, it's a great way to communicate that with them.
Now, AI is the big thing right now. Mm-hmm. It'll probably be around for a while until it becomes something else.
Sure.
So how is AI affecting your business and, your customers' ability to communicate?
Sure. With AI, there's a lot of people that tend to run to that and think it's going to be the fix-all and the cure-all, and it's going to eliminate the need for copywriting and marketing and things of that nature. And we do leverage AI. We have a lot of tools sets that we use, professional grade tool sets that we use that have got AI built into them, and they're continuing to expand on those. We use AI internally. Sometimes it's for writing more complex code for websites if we're writing some custom JavaScript or some things like that. So it's certainly helping be more efficient in those areas. But from a marketing standpoint, we, and in particular content, one of the things that we do to help our clients, a lot of times it's hard to write content.
Yeah, it is.
Our customers know everything there is to know about their industry, but you ask them to write a couple of paragraphs and, they just...
It's like writer's block.
Yeah, exactly. Writer's block.
Too much.
Yeah, and just staring at the blank, Microsoft Word screen up there, the empty document, and they just kind of get paralyzed. So it's a really good way to jumpstart and get a first draft. We would never publish anything and suggest that our clients don't just use, whether it be ChatGPT or Gemini or any of the other tools out there, to be able to just write a piece of content for their website or their marketing without putting a set of eyes on it and doing some revisions and putting your own spin on it and kind of your own brand voice and really because it's not going to get it right and that human element is got to stay there within the technology. You can't just you can't lean on the technology. You've really got to be able to leverage it, but not lean on it.
So what size of businesses are optimal for Lead Gear?
Okay. Really, we structured our company to be able to help smaller companies. We've got some offerings that from an SEO standpoint and a website standpoint, they're a little bit more budget friendly for smaller companies. We work with a lot of, on the B2B side, we work with a lot of manufacturers, which are typically mid-sized to larger. We work with distributors, which can be smaller to mid-size to large.
Yeah.
And service companies are really run the gamut. Usually service companies are typically a little smaller and more regionally based.
Yeah.
And so we try and structure different plans for those. The one area where we do cross over into the consumer world is really within home services. Like a fence builder, a pool builder,
right.
Contractors, they're very similar in nature to our service-based companies that are in the B2B space. So there's not a lot of difference there. And so that's really where we would cross over. But we've got clients that are, I'd say probably a couple of them are sub 1 million. A few of them are probably in that 1 to 3 million size range. And then we've got clients all the way up to 250 million a year.
Right.
In revenue.
And it's a wide range.
Yes, wide range.
That's terrific.
Yeah, and it's not just manufacturing. We do we work with more like business services, where like consulting companies that implement accounting systems.
Oh.
And we work with people in the solar energy space as well. A lot of we've got a couple clients that install solar energy. That's one of those consumer based products that is a good fit for us.
Tell me why Lead Gear chose the Caddo Office Reimagined for some of your officing needs.
Sure. Well, we had started, we were in a traditional space, and obviously when COVID hit, that changed a little bit. We started working from home more. We still had our lease there, but when that ended, we also, that was about the time we did some restructuring of the business a little bit. And so we actually downsized we worked from home for a little bit and then moved in, found Caddo, and started here just because of the flexibility of the space. We're still a hybrid workforce. We work from home a couple days a week and work in the office, 2 to 3 days a week. And the one thing that I really like about Caddo is we've got the nice facility here. We have the ability to have the conference rooms, but what really is going to keep me here as long as we can stay here is really just that flexibility of not having to lock into a long-term lease, because we're growing at a very rapid pace.
Yeah.
And I need that flexibility, and I don't want to get locked in and then all of a sudden need more space, and I've got a long-term lease. So as long as they'll have us, our plans are to stay here.
What's the best way to do business with you and to find, let's say, again, I'm a man on the street, small business, B2B, or whatever size, and I'm looking for someone like you to help me grow my brand online. What's the best way to contact you?
Really, the best way is probably through our website. You can go to leadgear.com. We've got multiple forms on the site to be able to fill out, or you can call us, or you can email me directly, jeff@leadgear.com. And we'd love to sit down, kind of what that looks like, as we would have kind of a discovery call to see kind of what your business is. If you are a good fit for us, not every company is a good fit. And we're not looking to just pick up customers. We're trying to find the right customers and the ones that we feel like we can impact their business. And because we're really focused on not just building websites, but really it's about the growth of their business. We're trying to impact the growth of of our customers' business, because when they grow and then they're hiring more people, and we're impacting lives really more so than just trying to get a paycheck out of it, right? So we go through that discovery call and see if it's a good fit, and then really try and put together some solutions there and some options to say, if this is within the budget, here are some things that we think you could benefit from a website standpoint or a marketing standpoint, just trying to get more lead generation going.
That's terrific. Well, Jeff, I can't thank you enough for being on the show today.
Thank you.
Your insights and the things you do are important for all businesses.
Yeah. Well, thank you. We're just here to be of service. So thank you very much.
Thank you for joining us today on the Caddo Convos podcast. A huge shout out to our incredible network of members for making our community vibrant and supportive. If you're looking to boost your productivity and reduce the isolation of working from home, consider joining us at Caddo Office Reimagined. Our spaces are designed to meet your evolving needs, support remote work, and foster a sense of community that's hard to find at home. Whether you're a startup aiming for growth, a freelancer seeking a professional setting, or a company looking to optimize resources, Caddo offers a perfect blend of flexibility and innovation. By joining us, you'll be a part of a dynamic business ecosystem that helps you thrive. For more information, visit caddooffices.com. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time on Caddo Convos.